When I first saw the announcement, I honestly had to read it twice. Because for many K-pop fans, Heesung has always felt like one of the core members of Enhypen, the talented vocalist who helped define the group's sound from the very beginning. But according to a statement released by Belift Lab, things are about to change. The agency announced through the fan platform Weverse that Heesung will officially leave Enhypen and pursue a solo career. And as you can imagine, the news instantly sent waves through the fandom known as ENGENE. Fans started asking the same questions everywhere online. Why now? What happened? And what does this mean for the group? According to Belift Lab, the decision didn't happen suddenly. The company explained that there had been a long period of discussions with the members about the group's future direction and their individual goals. Apparently, these conversations were deep and serious, the kind of talks that happen when artists start thinking about the next chapter of their careers. During those discussions, Heesung reportedly shared that he had a very clear musical path he wanted to explore, and after thinking about it carefully, the agency said they chose to respect his artistic ambitions. In their statement, Belift Lab emphasized that the decision was not made lightly. In fact, they specifically mentioned that it came after a long period of deliberation, acknowledging that fans might struggle to accept the news. And honestly, as someone who has followed K-pop for a long time, I totally understand why fans would feel emotional about this. Groups like Enhypen aren't just a collection of singers. They're a team that fans have watched grow together for years. Heesung first became known to fans during the survival show Island, the intense competition series that formed Enhypen in the first place. Viewers watched him train, perform, struggle, and slowly prove himself as one of the strongest contestants on the show. By the time the final lineup was revealed, many fans already felt connected to him. When Enhypen officially debuted in November 2020 with their first album, Border Day 1, Heesung quickly stood out as a key member. His vocals, stage presence, and leadership energy made him one of the members fans often look to during performances. Over the years, Enhypen built a powerful global fandom and released multiple albums, growing into one of the most successful fourth-generation K-pop groups. That's why the idea of the group continuing without Heesung feels like such a big change. According to the agency, Enhypen will now continue promotions as a six-member group during upcoming activities. Belift Lab reassured fans that the remaining members are still committed to delivering the same strong performances and energy that ENGENE has come to love. But even with those reassurances, it's hard not to imagine how different the group dynamic might feel moving forward. After all, K-pop groups are built not just on music, but on chemistry, the friendships, personalities, and shared history between members. Losing one member can feel like losing a piece of that story. And that's why many fans were waiting to hear directly from Heesung himself. Not long after the announcement from Belift Lab, Heesung personally reached out to fans through Weverse with a message that felt emotional and sincere. In his letter, he thanked both his fellow members and the fans who supported him throughout his journey. Reading his words, I think a lot of fans felt a mix of sadness and hope at the same time. Heesung wrote that thanks to the members he shared so many experiences with, and thanks to ENGENE, who always filled the empty spaces with their support, he was able to move step by step toward a dream that once felt impossible. That line really stuck with a lot of fans, because it shows just how much those early years meant to him. He also revealed something that probably made many fans curious. He is already working hard on a solo album. According to both the agency and Heesung himself, he will remain under Belift Lab while preparing for this new chapter of his career. In other words, this isn't a departure from the company. It's more like a transformation from group member to solo artist. For K-pop fans, this kind of transition can be both exciting and emotional. On one hand, it means seeing an artist explore their personal musical identity in ways that might not always fit within a group concept. On the other hand, it can feel like the end of a particular era. For ENGENE, who have followed Enhypen since the Island days, this news probably feels especially bittersweet. Fans watched the members grow up together, overcome challenges, and build a bond that seemed incredibly strong. That's why the agency's statement also tried to reassure fans that the decision was made with both the group's future and Heesung's dreams in mind. They acknowledged that the news might be difficult to accept, but emphasized that it came after careful thought from everyone involved. Meanwhile, Enhypen will continue promoting as 6 members, and many fans are already wondering what the group's next era will look like. Will their sound change? Will their stage dynamics feel different? Or will this new chapter bring out even more growth from the remaining members? At the same time, curiosity is also building around Heesung's upcoming music style. Because if you've watched his performances over the years, you know he has the kind of talent that could easily shine in a solo career. Powerful vocals, strong stage presence, and a unique musical style. So while this moment might feel emotional for fans, it might also mark the beginning of something exciting for both sides of the story. A new era for Enhypen and a new journey for Heeseung as a solo artist. And honestly, that's one of the things that makes K-pop so interesting. The industry is always evolving, and artists are constantly finding new ways to grow and express themselves. For now, fans around the world are sending messages of support to both Heeseung and the remaining Enhypen members, hoping that their paths forward will be successful and fulfilling. Thanks for watching, fellow K-pop fans. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more K-pop news, and tell me in the comments how you feel about Heeseung's solo journey. I'd love to hear your thoughts.